station. News 4 Jax starts now.
The calendar says fall, but Old Man Winter is making his presence known across most of the nation right now. It's shaping up to be an early winter. Wow. Once again, we're reminded how great it is to live in Florida.
Yeah, most of the day we dealt with gray skies, but not snow and frigid temperatures. Some areas saw thunderstorms, but they've now moved off the coast. Here's a look outside right now from our tower camera toward Everbank Field. That's the way you're looking there. We're in store for a pretty mild evening. Now here's a look at what it looked like in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Close to a foot of snow fell in Minnesota. Polo Sandoval has more on the conditions much of the nation is facing.
Polo Sandoval, Channel 4, the local station.
New York health officials say a doctor who had Ebola has recovered. It is scheduled to be released from the hospital tomorrow. The City Department of Health said Monday in a statement that Dr. Craig Spencer has been declared free of the virus. Spencer tested positive for the virus October 23rd, just days after returning from treating patients in Guinea with Doctors Without Borders.
Investigators say the driver who took off early this morning after hitting a scooter off Normandy Boulevard has turned himself into police. The Florida Highway Patrol has identified the man as Santos Herrera Montiel. FHP says 37-year-old Michael Moon died after he was thrown from his scooter just after 3 a.m. Channel 4's Heather Lee has been covering the story all day.
On the west side, Heather Lee, Channel 4, the local station.
There is now a $23,000 reward being offered for information leading to an arrest in the murder of a Gate convenience store worker. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says an armed robbery resulted in the shooting death of Thomas McEntee about 5 a.m. at the gas station off I-95 and Bush Drive on the north side. JSO also said today a car that was carjacked Saturday night at Hook Fish and Chicken on Moncrief Road was used in the Gate robbery and murder. Anyone with information, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-866-845-TIPS.
Prosecutors have charged this man with a West Side murder. Police say James Peters Jr. is accused of killing Charlotte Painter. Police responded to an anonymous 911 call about a dead body in a home on English Oak Drive. When they got there, they found Painter's body and saw Peters with several apparent self-inflicted cuts to his arms and wrists. Neighbors say they heard a single gunshot. Peters has been in and out of jail and prison since 2001.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is asking anyone who may have seen a man named Charles Maxwell to contact them. Maxwell's body was found floating in the St. Johns River. Here's a look at him. His body found yesterday near the Dames Point Bridge. Police are calling his death a homicide. JSO says it was sent to a call around 10 a.m. yesterday. Police say Maxwell's body showed signs of trauma, but they're not sure if that happened before or after he entered the water. They did say it appears his body had been in the water at least one day. Former State Senator John Thrasher started his new job as Florida State University's president. The 70-year-old from St. Augustine spent the better part of his first day addressing 25 confrontational students who vocally opposed his appointment. The protesters have a list of 9 demands. Most notably, the students want Thrasher to end a 2008 contract the school has with the Charles Koch Foundation. That foundation funds the economics department. The Koch brothers are known for helping fund Republican political candidates. Thrasher says he'll need more time to review the demands.
A hole that's opened up in the ground north of Tampa has now swallowed a car. So far, officials are referring to the hole as a depression, not a sinkhole. Engineers are still trying to figure out what caused it to form. It opened up near the town of Holiday, and it's grown to 10 feet wide and 10 feet deep. Neighbors say construction on a sewer lift station may have played a role in the hole's creation. 6 families from nearby mobile homes have been displaced.
Looks like a sinkhole to me.
Wow.
It's huge.
I don't know what else it could be, but we'll see. It's seen as a victory for consumers in the net neutrality war.
Later, what the president says about cable companies creating fast lanes on the information superhighway for other companies that are willing to pay.
And again, a beautiful finish, strangely, as again, the clouds are oh so thick. A wild storm system is just hanging off the coastline, and you've heard about the big plunge. We'll talk about all that and more in about 4 minutes.
I'm Mike Vassalinda in the state capitol, where long-forgotten Vietnam veterans are taking center stage this Veterans Day. I've got the story coming up.
Well, first, here's a look at your money. The Dow Jones Industrial Average started the week on an up note. It finished up 39 points. The NASDAQ was up 19, and the S&P 500 was up 6 points.
watching Channel 4, the local station. Live with Joy Purdy, Rob Sweeting, the Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Gahn, and sports with Sam Kavaris. News 4 Jax continues.
Well, Veterans Day has been a bittersweet occasion for many Vietnam-era veterans, simply because there were no parades for the soldiers who fought the war many Americans wanted to forget.
But as Mike Vasalinda tells us, 40 years after the fall of Saigon, veterans of Southeast Asia are being properly recognized.
Reporting from the state capitol, Mike Vasalinda, Channel 4, the local station.
More than 1,500 Floridians were killed in Vietnam. Their names are remembered at a memorial on the grounds of the state capitol. ROTC cadets will stand guard at the memorial overnight in honor of those who served.
Well, tomorrow, communities across the country will pay tribute to veterans. The city of Jacksonville will hold its annual parade at 11 a.m. That means some roads will be closed. The parade starts at Everbank Field and will proceed down Bay Street to Noonan Street and then to Independence Street, which turns into Water Street. It's a lot of streets. It will end on Lee Street near the Prime Osborne Convention Center. And Channel 4's Melanie Lawson and Kent Justice will MC the city of Jacksonville's Veterans Day Parade tomorrow. We'll also be streaming the parade live on our website. That's news4jax.com starting at 11 a.m.
Our 5 powerful radar sweeps give you 5 times more coverage, letting you know when severe weather's coming, hours before it happens. Channel 4 is the weather authority.
And we understand it's going to be a lot nicer tomorrow
than it was today. Oh, wow. Rob, did you hear?
No.
She's under the weather.
Under the weather.
Yeah.
We never did look up to find out.
No, we did.
We did. One of our viewers tweeted us and told us what under the weather meant, that it was a nautical term, a
Correct,
military
that's
term.
right. And again, what would happen is sailor would get sick, and then they put him under the deck or down under, and therefore he was under the weather.
Under the weather.
Got
So
it.
there.
There you go. All right. Well, Joy, we hope you feel better soon.
Thanks.
I really
Download
the app for free. Just head on off to the App Store. Rob, Joy.
All right, thank you, John. It's a hot topic among people in the tech community, net neutrality.
Still ahead, how President Obama feels about the issue, what he said that caused cable company stocks to plummet. Now here's Mary in the Channel 4 newsroom to tell us what's coming up tonight at 10. Mary?
Joy, we're taking a closer look at protecting your personal information. Hacking has been a huge problem lately, and most recently, millions nationwide have been affected by the post office breach. So how can you make sure you're taking the right steps to avoid becoming the next victim? We'll tell you tonight. Plus, thousands of children hospitalized after mistaking a household cleaner for candy. We hear from one mother whose child got sick by trying to eat laundry pod packs. That plus much more tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
Something big and bright lit up the skies over Austin, Texas Saturday night.
It has everybody trying to figure out just what it was. Amateur astronomer Paul Lennis didn't see it, but based on what he saw in the video images since, he thinks it was a meteor.
Most meteorites are about the size of basically a dust particle that you see. Most of the really bright ones, about a grain of sand. That thing was substantially larger.
Well, according to the American Meteor Society, November 8th was peak time for meteor shower activity. Many in Texas are now keeping their eyes on the skies.
I want to see it again.
Right, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
See it from afar.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Jaguars All Access is next. Stay tuned.
Stay connected to WJXT Channel 4 24/7 from anywhere in the world.